Hello, this is the Buff Shaman, and I'm going to be doing my second Friday the 13th movie review of the day, and it's going to be Friday the 13th Part 2. I have the entire 1 through 4 collection in the 4-pack. Uh, now, I'd like to take a moment to say I don't own all the DVDs in the Friday the 13th anymore, but I will say this. I've owned the entire collection twice before, and I've owned various parts of the Friday the 13th franchise on VHS throughout the years. And the first time I ended up losing my Friday the 13th DVDs, it was really because of and also the time I lost some of my VHSs because of a flood that happened in when I lived in Belfast, South Dakota. And the second time I lost an entire collection of DVDs from Friday the 13th was one of our DVD boxes got stolen out of our hotel room when we first moved out here to Las Vegas. And we suspect a cleaning crew because there was no forced entry and just some of our stuff was just missing. Some of our boxes were just missing. But we couldn't prove anything, so what can you do? Uh, but this is, except for the reboot, this entire franchise is one I've enjoyed. Since I saw the first Friday the 13th movie, not the first one in the franchise, but my first one, which was Part 7, ironically when I happened to be 7 years old, and or appropriately, you might say. I fell in love with the franchise then. Now, Friday the 13th Part 2, one of my favorites, probably my third favorite of the series, and the first being the original, and the second one being Part 7. Uh, One of the reasons that I enjoyed this one so much is it has one of my favorite survivors, Ginny Steel, who, in my opinion, is one of the smartest survivors. And she got inside Jason's head, and that's how she survived. She thought how he would think and used that to her advantage psychologically. And throughout the entire movie, she just shows herself to be smart, maybe a little bit of an underachiever sometimes, but generally speaking, a smart person. And I really like that about the character, especially in a franchise that had its one of its main draw to be naked teenagers. Now, between naked teenagers and gruesome kills, that was the two big things that Friday the 13th was big for. And then you come out with characters like Ginny, and she just blows you away as a character. Now, there are problems with the movie. I'm not going to get fully into it, but there's some time frame continuity issues. But other than that, good movie. Like I said, third favorite in the entire franchise. Even with it holding that high regard in my personal opinion, I'm going to dock it down to 3 stars. And that's just because of some of the continuity timing issues that they had. Just glaringly obvious continuity issues. And interesting note, Adrian King only got a short role in this movie, and a lot of people believed that, and I believe this rumor was started by the studio. I could be mistaken, however. I will be watching. There's a. His name was Jason. Franchise disc that you can buy. I'd recommend picking that up as well. Um, Another thing that I missed was Adrienne King. I thought that she should have had more screen time, but as it turns out, she was being stalked at the time, and it was during a time in which stalking was not taken as a serious thing. You know, it's incredibly frightening to be stalked, and in the 80s, they just really didn't take it as seriously as they really should have. And due to that stress in her life, she was not able to do much work. Now, I would I would say I personally recommend this movie. If you can overlook the continuity issues, then you're gonna have a good time with it. And the character, the Ginny Steel character, is I think well developed, especially for a movie of this type in this era. Pick it up. Let me know what you thought of the movie down below in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. And thank you.